How's it going, you guys, and welcome to Morning Cup. We start today off with updates on the Myanmar coup, and now it turns out that the location of Aung San Suu Kyi as well as her top cabinet members are still undisclosed. People are still speculating as to if she's even in good health or if she's even being taken care of, considering that there were an array of health issues and she is in her late years of her life. It's just disappointing to see top government officials as well as top prevalent leaders in the Myanmar government just being taken away, locked up, and the location of where they're being kept and how they're being kept, if they're imprisoned or under house arrest, is just up for speculation. The Biden government has also put out a statement dictating the fact that it would be enforcing certain sanctions on Myanmar, considering if the army does not release the governing bodies that they have captured. The United Nations has also put out a statement dictating that it will be hosting a special emergency meeting for the Myanmar coup. Now, what the United Nations decides as a whole and what the next approach would be to this 2021 coup by the Myanmar military is anyone's guess. We can just hope and pray that no acts to violence are called. We move on to the fact that a massive snowstorm, the likes of which has not been seen in a long time, has hit the United States. Now, the east coast of the United States was hit by a massive snowstorm, the likes of which, well, it's really hard to contemplate. Winds up to 80 kilometers an hour and snowfall up to 15.6 inches was recorded in the United States. It shut down major highways, shut down major businesses, shut down government buildings, and has also shut down vaccination drives that were going on in the eastern part of the United States. The city of New York also declared a state of emergency and cancelled upwards of 1,600 flights. We also move on to certain quick news dictating the fact that the movement Black Lives Matter has now been officially nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize by a Norwegian lawmaker. He has dictated that the Black Lives Matter movement is the greatest social movement he has ever witnessed. We also understand the fact that President Trump and his impeachment trial start this week upon news coming out last week that his top five lawyers were no longer with him. Turns out today that President Trump and his office has finally announced who will be leading the charge in his defense. We also understand the fact that the Russian protests are still very, very much prevalent. Navalny is going to be facing a judge real soon, and protesters are being charged left, right, and center regarding the same. Upwards of 5,000 opposition lawmakers have been charged and arrested. Navalny's wife has been fined and detained on numerous occasions, and now, with the verdict of the judge feared amongst his beloved followers, it's anyone's guess as to how serious these protests might get. We move on to the final story of the day, being North Korea. Now, North Korea's ex ambassador to Kuwait has finally put out a statement dictating the fact that Kim Jong un believes that he can never denuclearize. He has been very much aware of the fact that dictators of the past that were, well, kind of apprehensive of using weapons of mass destruction as well as any kind of weapon that they had at their disposal that could have halted any and all attempts against them. Kim Jong un believes that the only way he can stay in power and the only way he won't be assassinated and dealt with is if he retains nuclear power. Now, this is highly subjective and a very controversial statement by the dictator Kim Jong un, but considering that he's running an entire nation all on his own accord, and the United Nations on numerous occasions has condemned him for pursuing nuclear power, well, now that he does have said nuclear power, it's anyone's guess as to if Kim Jong un's North Korea will ever reach a place wherein it will be a part of the rest of the world rather than just being a standalone nation. We understand that there are a lot of complications and a lot of wheels that need to be turning for Kim Jong un's North Korea to finally step out of the shadows and be a part of the regular world. But where things lie right now, and as cards fall where they may, we understand the fact that it is easier said than done to believe a dictatorship to just overnight turn into a democracy or anything similar. We also understand the fact that the United Nations, as well as numerous other nations that are part of the UN, have openly dictated that North Korea cannot, in its current format, be a part of the United Nations. And some drastic changes need to be made considering the health of the people as well as the lifestyle that the people are being allowed to live in North Korea. but a sweeping sense of patriotism runs across North Korea, and it's not going to be easy for to just change people's mentalities. You see, a lot of people in North Korea do prefer the Kim dynasty. They believe that the Kim dynasty has indeed saved their nation, saved their people, saved their families on numerous occasions, from famine, from threats, from you name it. And with that being said, it would be more likely for us to pursue a way in which Kim Jong un becomes the elected Prime Minister of North Korea, and North Korea can then thereby join the rest of the world rather than trying to go out of our way to dethrone Kim Jong un and then pursue an all new fresh election process. That's never going to work out. With that being said, this has been your morning cup. I'll see you tomorrow for more news. Take care. Thank you.